Content writing is dying, or at least the way we actually used to do content writing. If you're somebody who has been writing content for the past couple of months, years, weeks, and or you're somebody who is attempting to get into content writing, one thing is clear: blog traffic is beginning to decline for a lot of people. And if you are somebody who is still thinking about content writing as writing only for blog posts in 2025, you are probably getting left behind. Hi, my name is Temitayo Michael. I'm a marketing freelancer and a dad of one who has been working for foreign clients since the past 4 years. I've offered content writing services amongst a few other marketing services for clients in the services niche, generating over 2.5 million on website traffic in a year for a web design client and a creative agency client, and helping them hit their first $100,000 per month revenue with organic content. Now, how did content writing actually used to work in the past? If you are somebody who is a content writer, you probably understand that the content writing process starts with keyword research. Now, basically, what we try to do is we try to find questions, queries that people are searching online on several search engines like Google and Bing. Then, what we do is we try to write content to actually match that search query and the intent or the search intent behind that question. And basically, what we do is we do that on behalf of businesses. Say, for example, I'm working with a client that is a web design agency, like I said, or my web design agency client. One of the things I did with them was a simple question a potential customer of that web design client might be asking is, how do I develop an app, or how do I build an app, or how much does it cost to build an app? Those are questions people who are potential customers of my web design clients would put into search engines, and I, as a content writer, can come up with a 2,000 word blog post that I write to answer that particular question. Then what I do is I submit that particular content to Google or to Bing or to other search engines or search engine platforms, and I hope that Google or Bing ranks it and shows it up when the target audience or the people asking those questions on Google actually type in those questions into the search bar on Google. So basically, those questions or the content I created bring those customers or those potential customers of my client to their website, and it helps them discover my client. So basically, the problem is what many things has changed when it relates to searching and search behaviors. What we have right now is called the multi-platform search behavior, which means Google is no longer the only place people are searching. People now prompt AI like ChatGPT and they ask AI questions. People also currently search on social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn, which has resulted in several things actually. One of the things that has resulted in how a change in how people want to consume content. For example, one of the things is if you search on Google, how Google serve you the answer on the search engine result page is basically it shows you links based on rankings that answers your questions the best, or based on which of the links is obviously there are many search engine ranking factors like page load speed, how fast the website loads, how much the content actually matches the question being asked or being typed into the search engine query. So basically, what happens before is those blog links is what Google shows you when you search for how do I build an app or how much does it cost to build an app on Google. But when people actually type into search engines or chat engines like ChatGPT, when they put in their questions there, it gives them the instructions straightforward, which means people have changed the way they want to ask questions or they want to get answers to their questions. Another one is actually social media. Social media shows you videos, shows you tutorials that you can easily follow to get things done. But going through blog posts, going through a lot of written content, going through a lot of things that might not actually match your search intent is no longer what people want to do when they are searching for stuff anymore. So Google itself is a website on its own, is google.com, and obviously Google wants people to continue to come to its platform to come and search. So when Google noticed that people started going to other platforms, Google had to make some adjustments to make sure that people keep on coming to Google, which actually birthed the Google AI overviews and the short videos tab if you're somebody who is conversant with YouTube. Basically, what Google now does is when you search on Google, you can get an AI overview of the question you are searching or an answer to the question you are searching, which means you really don't need to click on to website. So basically, AI overviews, social chat search, and chat prompts actually have resulted in a decline in the search traffic. Basically, once you search, in the search traffic that actually comes to blogs, once you search how do I build an app, Google actually shows you an AI overview, which means the blog post that I wrote on how to build an app you don't really need to click on it because you've gotten your answers already. So as of July 2024, actually, about 68% of all the search that is carried out on Google was actually zero click searches, which means 68% or 7 out of every 10 searches was not going to any website, was stopping on Google. And this is actually expected to rise to above 70% in this year 2025 due to all these AI overviews and this changing search behavior. Also, the problem is there are approximately 1.6 billion websites online, and in the period of watching this video, at least 3, 4, 5 websites would have actually been created, new ones that would have been created, with around 700 million active blog posts or blog channels, resulting in an oversaturation of content, which means, again, even if you are putting out content or you are writing content for blogs, it is oversaturated and there is a lot of competition. So the problem is users are increasingly consuming information through videos. Most people prefer videos. Some reports are even showing that Gen Zs actually watch up to 3 hours of online videos daily. And the closing argument, HubSpot blog is one of the B2B platforms that we all find respectful when it comes to content marketing as a B2B platform and blogging and stuff like that. It's a high traffic website, and it was reported that even HubSpot actually lost 81% of its organic traffic year over year within the past year. So basically what that is showing is that searching has changed forever, and the search behavior or how people want answers has changed forever. Now, according to social search, for social search, 61% of Gen Z actually say they still use Google for local search, but 62% of Gen Z use TikTok and 67% of Gen Z use Instagram for local search, according to a research that was carried out by SOSI and as reported by Forbes. This shift is highlighting one thing: there is an increasing popularity of social media platforms for finding information and an increasing popularity for AI platforms. AI platforms particularly actually have, for example, ChatGPT has over 1 billion search traffic monthly. Google still at the moment actually has about 13.1 billion, which is still fairly okay. However, ChatGPT has 1 billion and it started from zero, which means people are beginning to use ChatGPT more. Perplexity AI, which is another AI platform that is being used for search, actually has about 300 million so far and increasing also as well, which means there's an indicator, it is indicating an increasing rise in the share or in the division of the search engine market or of how people are looking for answers to questions. So basically, if you're a content writer, that means there is trouble. You cannot keep on doing what you were doing, writing blog content and hoping search engines actually rank your content and get traffic. As a matter of fact, everybody is seeing a decline in the traffic they are getting into their website. So if you are a content writer, an aspiring content writer, the next question is, how do I navigate the market now as a content writer or somebody who wants to be a content writer? Well, the first thing is you are not just a content writer. You have to actually position yourself as a multi-platform content strategist. Clients don't just want blog posts, they want content that actually gets seen. That is what clients want. They want content that brings customers to them. So that means you can actually start offering a repurposing service, which means you optimize your blog content for social media posts or videos. You will rewrite them for scripting, and you also try to find out information on how to script or write your content to make sure that it is visible to AI chat platforms or it is recommended by AI chat platforms. Also, one of the things you can do is you can become a technical content writer. The most important thing we notice or we all know is that more SaaS tools, more startups, more softwares are being released on a consistent basis, which means there's actually a need for clear instructional content about these tools. I can't create a software right now and ChatGPT automatically knows how to use that software. I can't create a piece of software or a SaaS business right now and Google automatically knows what that software does, how it should be operated, and everything a customer or a user should know about it. So basically, if you are a content writer, you can help different startup, AI apps, SaaS platforms with writing things like their user guides, knowledge-based articles, case studies, API documentation, in-app onboarding content, auto tutorials, and so on and so forth. These are roles that actually really still pay at the moment for content writers and are currently less saturated and even less likely to quickly be taken over by AI overviews or AI chat platforms. So you are safe. Again, if you are a business that is looking to get visibility as a content writer, now the first thing is what you need or if you're a business, if you're a business that's looking to get visibility and you have been using blog posts and you have been getting bad traffic, one thing is clear: you actually need a content strategist at the moment, not just content writers. So if you are looking for content strategies, services, or content marketing services, hit the button below these videos. I have put a button below this video to actually set up a meeting with me, and I'll be happy to discuss a content strategy for your business. And if you're a content writer that wants to future-proof your content marketing or content writing career, subscribe for weekly strategies on writing for the new internet. Also, most importantly, drop your questions in the comment section of this video so that we can talk about it. And hit the like button to encourage me to make more videos like this. See you later. Cheers.